Good morning and welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, hi, my name is Amanda and this channel is dedicated to all things disorganization. No, this channel was started as a way to document my no-buy year as well as just getting my shit together in general. Today's video might be a little bit long because we are going through my makeup collection. I decided to take a break from cleaning because I came down with a cold and I really don't feel like running around my office and cleaning right now. So grab a snack or some tea and we're gonna get right into it. So we have a giant bag here. My bathroom is super tiny. There was no way I could bring you in there for that. I don't have like the best organizational system with my makeup, so it's pretty much just everywhere. So I figured I would bring it all into here in my office and kind of go through it in a more controlled environment. But we're gonna go ahead and see what I decide to keep and what I decide to get rid of, and that's about it. So a little bit about my makeup collection. I do buy cruelty-free and vegan makeup. However, and this is part of why I need to do a clean out, a couple years ago, I did subscribe to the Ipsy bag. More often than I would like, I was receiving products from companies that were either not cruelty-free or products that were not vegan. Didn't like that. So I did cancel my subscription. However, it's possible that there are some things in here that are not cruelty-free or are not vegan. But if I'm suspicious or I'm unsure about a product, I am going to look it up, and if it comes back that it does not fall in either of those categories, then I will be decluttering it, and I will tell you that that's why I'm decluttering it. We're gonna go through my collection and see if there's anything hidden in here that shouldn't be, and also get rid of things that are just old and gross and I just don't use, or whatever may be the case. With that all out of the way, let's get to it. All right, so the first thing we're gonna go through is my palettes. I don't have a whole lot of eyeshadow palettes. In fact, I'm kind of sad because I have been on the hunt for like a really nice deep maroon and also like a burnt orange, but I started my no-buy year, so I can't get it. But they'll be next year. It's fine. I'm not worried about it. So the first palette is my newest one, and that is the Jeffree Star Shane Dawson Controversy palette. I did not buy the big palette. I didn't see myself using the colors in it. I like more neutral tones, and it just wasn't like for me. It just could not justify the price point for something I genuinely wasn't going to use. And I'm happy I didn't, because I have not really used this either. In fact, today I have this color, the Diet Root Beer, is what's all over my eyelid. That is really the only color that I consistently use on a day-to-day basis. I have not touched any of the other colors. As you can see, I use this one a little bit, and this is a shade I was actually really excited about, and it ended up being like super ashy. I was kind of disappointed. It wasn't my favorite. I love them. I love Jeffree. I love Shane. I love them both. And that's why I bought it, but I just don't see myself using the colors. I do like My Apology as well. It is a nice burgundy color, but it's kind of shimmery and I prefer to have a matte burgundy. So I will be keeping this because I do love that color in the middle. And of course it's part of like internet history. I've loved Shane forever and I just feel like I can't possibly get rid of it. So next up is this Tarte palette. I have had this probably forever, honestly. Comes with a blush on the bottom. I haven't used it that much. I actually forgot it's down there. It shows how much I use it. But yeah, I do use these browns quite a bit, and I do like these shimmers. They're really pretty. They're nothing crazy, but they're pretty. I'm gonna be keeping this. Next up for palettes is this ColourPop Take Me Home, which it is disgusting. You're gonna notice something. Most of my makeup is gross. It's just covered with whatever. I don't know. I watch these other people do their makeup hauls and their shit is clean. Maybe they just have it organized better. Like I told you, my stuff is all over the place. So maybe it's my own damn fault for just getting like foundation and whatnot on it. Whatever. This is gonna all be backwards because of the camera. So I apologize. Fuck being sick. I love the colors in this. It is one of my favorite palettes. I love the formula. I love everything about it. It is fantastic. And I think it was really inexpensive too. ColourPop is so inexpensive. They're one of my favorite cruelty-free and vegan companies because they're really inexpensive. Their formulas are great, except for some of their liquid lips. They're like stupid drying. I have a couple in here that I'm probably gonna end up decluttering because they are just the Mojave Desert on your lips. It is so sad because I really love their colors and I really love their price point, but formula is just trash on some of the ones that I have. Next up for palettes is this Naked Urban Decay Basics little mini palette, and I have had this for a long time. I don't even know how many years, but way too long. Urban Decay is a cruelty-free company. I adore, in fact, their Their foundation is one of my favorite foundations. I no longer purchase it because it is way too damn expensive, but it is my favorite foundation. In fact, I have an empty bottle of it here, the Naked Skin, and that is vegan. However, this palette is not, and most of their eyeshadow are not vegan. I'm just going to declutter this, as sad as it makes me, because it was well loved for many years, but it's gotta go now. The next 3 palettes are Z palettes. I have just random ass shadows in here. This one is, it's broken. One of them just straight up, I think it's this one, just straight up died in here. I'm gonna have to clean that out. I think a lot of these are singles that I got in a NYX advent calendar a couple years back. I think that they came in like little single things, and then I depotted them and put them in here. I'm pretty sure that's where most of these came from. Let me look at some of these here. Well, that's really pretty. Okay, I might keep that one. What about this one? Oh, that's really pretty too. All right, well, I think I'm going to keep it's tough because, see, I'm wiping these on my pants. Like, this is the type of filthy human that I am. Why do I do that to myself? I have paper towels right here, and I'm just wiping them on my pants. I'm gonna put the paper towel on my leg so that when my instinct to wipe my hands on my pants happens, my paper towel will be there. All right, so we got rid of the broken one. It's still dirty in there, but whatever. These pinks, I don't really use too much. Yeah, this one right here. So I'm probably gonna get rid of that one. And then what about this pink? I mean, it's pretty, but it like wipes off super easy, so it doesn't look like it has much staying power, so I'll probably get rid of that one too. And what's this color? Oh, that's like a terrible gray. No, we're gonna get rid of this one as well. So out of that palette, I am going to keep these 4. I really like this one, so as you can see, I really don't want to get rid of that. So this next palette is full of my Coastal Scents singles. If you're not familiar with Coastal Scents, they are a cruelty-free brand that has vegan eyeshadows. The best thing about them is these are only $3 a piece, and they run sales all the time. Like right now, I think they're having a sale that they are $1.50 each, which is an amazing price for eyeshadows, and their formula is fantastic. Now, these are old shadows. I've had these for probably 4 or 5 years, and they are still amazing. These are all going to be staying. As you can see, I need to get a new one of this and a new one of this. And I like that they have all the names on the back, so when you have to repurchase, you don't have to be like, what the hell is that shade again? It's really nice. And the last palette is this one, which is the biggest, but it has the least in it. These here are also Coastal Scents. These 2 came out of I believe a ColourPop collab palette. I want to say, I'm probably not right. I want to say if Kathleen Lights, no, what was her name? It was a collab that some YouTuber did with ColourPop probably 5 years ago. And I believe that either both of these or both of these came out of that palette, if not all of them. I'm not entirely sure. Unfortunately, there's like nothing left in them, and they are so old. I'm not sure I should keep, I'm not sure I should keep them because they are so old. That gold is so pretty though. Oh, it sucks. This is really hard. This is why I don't do declutters, because I'm like, if I get rid of it, I'm gonna miss it. But then I think about it and I'm like, bitch, you're never using these right now anyways. Like, you're really not. Why are you stressing out? Look how pretty that gold is though. What about this brown? Oh, see, that's so pretty too. But it's a metallic brown, which I don't tend to use metallic browns. And then we have this. I don't know if you can see how bad this is. This is a monstrosity. This black is disgusting. I have had it, I don't even know how long. Don't ask me where it's from. I honestly believe it's from this other palette. These ones, I don't know. It is gross. It is hard. Look at that. That's just not good. Okay. I'm gonna have to rebuy a black eyeshadow because that has got to fucking go. It is nasty. Oh my god. I have black all inside this palette. Look at that. Fuck. I'm actually thinking about doing a video, so lucky for me, on my no-buy year, an Ulta just opened up like 2 weeks ago, 5 minutes from my house. It would, right? I mean, just to fuck with me. So I'm actually thinking about going and doing a walking around Ulta on a no-buy year just to kind of see what they have. And maybe while I'm there, I can pick up a single black eyeshadow. We'll see. For the rest of this palette, I have these down here, which again, I think these came out of that NYX advent calendar. I have a purple, I have kind of a nude gold here. That's a pretty color. And then what about this brown here? Let's see what that's looking like. That's not too bad. All right, I see you. And what about this purple? Oh, that's gonna have to be a no from me, guys. That purple's real dry. And last in this palette is this. This is a Sephora blush, which is very dry. And also, Sephora brand makeup is not cruelty free, which is really sad. A lot of people are confused with cruelty-free statuses on companies that don't test on animals unless required by law. And in China, there is a law where any products sold in mainland China have to be tested on animals, unfortunately. It's a stupid law, but it exists. However, if Sephora did not have locations in China, meaning they did not have physical product on shelves in China, it would not have to be tested on animals. So there are companies that they say they sell in mainland China, but they sell online and ship into mainland China to individual consumers. Under that, they do not have to test on animals. So the only products that have to be by law tested on animals are products that are physically sold in stores in mainland China. So if you see a company ship to mainland China from their websites, that does not necessarily mean they are not cruelty free. If they don't test on animals and they don't have their physical products in stores in China, they are actually cruelty free, even if they do ship to consumers in China. Unfortunately, because Sephora actually has physical stores in China, any products that are sold there unfortunately have to be tested. Because of that, the Sephora collection are not cruelty free. So that one's getting decluttered as well. All right, the final three eyeshadows are just singles that I have. The first one is from that NYX advent calendar I was talking about. It's this pretty pink color. I think I saw this and was like, oh, that'd be a cute blush. And I think that's why I left it in here, because it is a really nice pink color. So I think that I'm gonna go ahead and keep that as a blush. Next up is this ColourPop Super Shock Shadow in the color Birthday Cake. Unfortunately, I've had this for a long time and it is super dry, and all it is glitter at this point. It's just chunky, nasty glitter, and I wear contacts. I am not a fan of glitter. That shit will get into my contacts and just, it will ruin your whole damn day. So I can't. Not taking the chance. No. Girls that wear contacts out there, you ever been driving and like you have a flaky ass eyeshadow and one of those little particles gets in your contact and you're driving with one eye just completely sure you're gonna crash your car into the next lane because you cannot see? It's a scary feeling. So I don't put anything around my eyes that could potentially fall in it, because if it does, it's not good. And the final thing is this old as hell Essie eyeshadow in the color All I Need. It is like a silvery taupe. I mean, am I gonna use you? I've had this thing for like 7 years and I feel like I have barely touched it. So I think that that's my answer right there. I'm just gonna let it go. All right, the next is highlighters. First up, we have this Jeffree Star Cosmetics Peach Goddess Skin Frost. Whew, I cracked the shit out of this. I have not really used this that much, and that is mostly because I actually prefer liquid highlight. But let's see. Oh, see, that is so pretty. You know what? I need to give this more of a chance. You know what it is I don't like glitter highlighters, and it has a little bit of glitter. It's not so bad. I just don't look like looking like a disco ball. That's not my thing. It's not my jam, but I'm gonna keep this. I'm gonna give it a little bit more of a shot. I'm going to try to use it. I really love the mirror. Like, this is the biggest mirror I have, really. So when I travel, I really just use it for the mirror, which is terrible, but it's true. Next up is this mini Becca Champagne Pop. I got this in a 2-pack and it came with a mini liquid highlight too. And that liquid highlight is my favorite highlight formula. I am obsessed with the liquid highlighter. I will not pay for the full size one, but when they have these little 2-packs that come out, I will buy it for the little mini. I've probably gone through 3 of them. I adore it. So a lot of people will say, well, Becca isn't cruelty free because they're owned by Estee Lauder, and Estee Lauder is not cruelty free. Everyone has a different opinion on this, and I am only bringing these little things up because this is going to be part of my channel and I like to explain my reasoning as to why I support certain things and not other things. So for me, I don't mind buying from a vegan and cruelty-free line under a parent company that is not. And that is because the only way that those bigger companies, and they will eventually own everything, let's be honest, but the only way they're going to know that cruelty-free products do bring in revenue and are in demand is if we buy from their lines that are cruelty-free and are vegan. They're going to realize there's no money in the lines that aren't cruelty-free and aren't vegan, and they will eventually switch. CoverGirl just did this. CoverGirl just went cruelty-free because they saw they were missing out on a market. Being invisible by only buying from independent cruelty-free and vegan companies means that these bigger corporations that have these brands will never see that our money exists, and they'll never make the change. They'll have no reason to because other people will still be buying it. So if we show them, hey, we want this, we're supporting your line that is cruelty-free and vegan, we will give you our money as long as you have these morals and ethics, they'll be more apt to want to change. So that's why for me personally, I will buy from companies that are owned by parent companies. I just feel like it's a better way of showing demand for something than just being completely invisible, if that makes sense. So anyways, besides all that, their liquid is my favorite, and I will be keeping this because even though I don't use this as much as I did use the liquids, because I am out of them right now, I will be continuing to use this up. All right, next up is this Ela Liquid Light Highlighter. I got this from Ulta or Sephora in my points. I got it with points. I don't remember from which, I don't know. I really like this, but I don't like it over foundation. So I typically use this on the days where I don't have any foundation on because it tends to like skip on my foundation and make it kind of come off because it's so liquidy. I just like to put it on my skin. It is so beautiful. Like, it is a beautiful highlight, but it's really better on the no makeup days. So I will be keeping that. I really like it. Next up is this Laura Geller Illuminating Stick. I really like this. However, I can only use it with a fan brush for the same reason as the other one. It like removes my makeup. It's a beautiful highlight. Wow, that was a fail. There we go. I really love the tone of it. It's just that I have to use a brush because it just can't be put on as a stick. It just doesn't work that way. So I'm going to be keeping this as well because I really do enjoy it. The next highlighter is this Trestique Highlighting Crayon. Same situation as the last one. It is really pretty, but again, I have a hard time putting it on my skin without a brush. It's not like super reflective, but it is really pretty for a subtle highlight on a day that I'm not wearing foundation. It's a nice highlight. I'm gonna keep it. The next 3 highlighters are all from ColourPop. I love ColourPop Super Shock highlight. I actually wear them as eyeshadow every single day, pretty much. I absolutely love it. It is stunning. Oh my gosh, it's so freaking pretty. I do use it on my cheeks. I actually have it on today. It's beautiful. I love it. I will repurchase this over and over and over again. I actually have this one because this is what my other one looked like. It's almost completely gone. And this one is from the ColourPop Hello Kitty collection. Who saw that coming? It is a really cool like gold shift. This one's obviously very well used. It's older, so it's kind of like not super great anymore, but it's really pretty. I use it as an eyeshadow more so than a highlight now, but I really like this. I am gonna keep it because I love it, and even if I didn't love it, it's Hello Kitty, so I'd have to keep it anyways, to be honest. The next highlight we have is this one. It is a Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighting Powder. I actually got this because Tati had said that this was a fantastic highlight, and I bought it, and I've actually rarely ever used it. You can see it still has like the perfect imprint in it, but it is really pretty. I don't like glittery highlights, and I'm wondering if there is glitter in this, and this is why I haven't used it much, but it would make a really pretty eyeshadow, so I am going to make sure to pay attention to this and to use it a little bit more. I need to take a drink. This is a lot. This is why I've never done this before, because I just have way too much crap. Okay, next up, we're going into blush now. First up is this very disgusting, very dirty, very old NYX blush. Baked blush in the color Chiffon. I love this blush. I wear this blush every day. It's the blush I'm wearing right now. I adore this blush. I love it. I will never get rid of it. I will probably repurchase it 100 times. It is absolutely beautiful. I love it. It's the perfect tone for my skin. It's the best. Next up is this Beauty Benefits blush. I have no freaking clue where I got this. Probably in an Ipsy bag years ago, but it is this very purpley red, dark. It's intense. That is an intense blush. I mean, that's a whole lot of pigment, and I think that's what scared me from ever using it, to be honest. Let me check the status on this one as well, because I didn't do any research on this, so I'm gonna go do that right now. Okay, I've been Googling it for like 10 minutes. Beauty Benefits is not coming up as a brand. The fact that I can't find this brand anywhere makes me just be like, who are you? Where did you come from? What is your deal? I know nothing about you. I can find nothing on this product, so I'm gonna declutter it for 2 reasons. 1, I don't know anything about this company or this brand. And 2, I have never used this because it is an insane color. So we're just gonna declutter it and move on with our lives. Good morning. It's Next Day Amanda here. I guess you can call yourself a real YouTuber when you get to say, my camera stopped recording. But I'm not a real YouTuber, so I didn't notice until I was editing. So now you get to see me looking like a leftover snack the next day to do the part that apparently didn't record. So excuse me looking like death herself. I've been editing the footage, and I just want to take this moment to thank you, because I know how long you've been here and I know how much longer you're going to be here. So if you're still here, you're a trooper and you deserve a medal. Thank you for sitting through my multiple rants and ramblings. I appreciate you. Let's get into the rest of the blush. Kat Von D. This blush is disgusting, horrible, gross, been around forever. It's one of those duo deals. I don't use it very often. This side is an okay color for me, but this lighter side is just a joke as a blush. It's tough because I do like it, and especially the dark side. I don't use it very often because the light side is too light, but I do use it. I'm probably just gonna keep it for the dark side, and once it runs out, then I will throw it away. Moving on to bronzer. This really upsets me. I have had this bronzer numerous times. This is the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Contouring Palette. I'm gonna try to open this for you. Do you see that? This has happened every single time I have bought this palette. Every single time I've bought it, as soon as I get till it's a little bit thin in the middle, it just shatters into a million pieces. And it's frustrating because this is a really good bronzer. I love the other side, which is lighter. It's good for setting under the eyes. It's like a nice peachy color. It's great, but every time. It's like a boyfriend that you keep going back to thinking he's gonna change and he just doesn't. Every single time he lets you down. And it's sad because I really like it. I've repurchased it a couple times. I've dealt with its bullshit over and over and over again. You know what's funny? When I did this yesterday, I didn't declutter this. I put it in my bag to go back into my bathroom, and it is worse today than it was yesterday. Yesterday, at least this was up here doing its thing. Now it is completely, you know what? I'm over it. You almost stayed around, but looking at this bullshit, this fuckery again, absolutely not. I'm done with you. We're breaking up for good. And that is because I have this beautiful, amazing, fantastic bronzer. This is my winter bronzer. It's way too light for me in the summer, but right now it is a good color for me, just enough to give me a little bit of a bronze. Does not show up on camera, but I promise it looks okay. I was wearing it yesterday. Well, I'm wearing remnants of it now today because I didn't wash my face before I went to bed last night. Beside the point. So this is my favorite winter bronzer, especially because it smells like summer and I hate winter. So just having that little boost of coconut in the cold winter months just makes me happy. So I love this. It is the Butter Bronzer from Physicians Formula, and I will continue to repurchase this. I'm never gonna get rid of this. I love this to death. We're keeping it. And this is my last bronzer. It is from The Balm. It is the Bahama Mama, and this is my summer bronzer. As you can see, it is much darker. but it works fantastic when I have a tan, and I will be also keeping this as well. And the last thing is this powder. I only have one setting powder. I used to use the RCMA No Color Translucent powder and I loved it, but the packaging for it is just trash. It is like one of those little flip shaker thingies. It looks like you'd have garlic powder in it or something. It is so ridiculously stupid and inconvenient to use, so I'd always have to have like a lid like this to dump it into and then use it. And even though it was a great product, I just couldn't be bothered to continuously put it into different containers. And then also I tend to not buy makeup knowing I'm gonna run out. I usually run out and then I'm like, shit, I ran out and can't buy it in the store. So I ran out last time and I needed it. So I went to the store and I found this. It is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Translucent and I really like this. It is a translucent. It sets my makeup beautifully. It actually has a container that's functional. I enjoy it, so I've been using that and I don't plan on getting anything else. I don't plan on going back to RCMA. That is my setting powder and I believe that is everything that got cut out of the first video. So we're gonna go back to yesterday me where I looked way more put together and hopefully you guys will enjoy the rest of the video. Bye. The second powder I have is this Becca. This is the Cool Mist setting powder. I got this with points again from, I think, Sephora. And this was a really interesting powder. It is weird. So the first time I used it, it was like cold. I know it sounds weird. If you've ever used it, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. It feels like it's wet on your skin. I've had it now for a couple months and it no longer feels like that, but I really like to use it to set under my eyes because it is a very fine powder. It has a pretty cool mesh thing in the middle. It's like almost like nylons, like fishnets. It's kind of cool, but it is an incredibly fine powder. So it's really good for under eyes. So that's what I use it for. I have like a little tiny one, so it's not like I could use it all over my whole face. I really like it. I'm gonna keep it. I would never spend the 30 whatever dollars it is to repurchase the full size of this, but I would get it again as a sample. We're still going. I'm realizing just how ridiculous this is. I see all those beauty gurus that have like drawers and drawers and drawers and drawers of makeup. I barely have any makeup and I feel like I can't use half of the stuff that I have, and I just don't know how. I mean, granted, if that's your job and you're just playing with makeup all day long, then I get it. But for like you regular everyday girls like me, do you really have that much makeup? Is it that serious that you need the whole ass organizational system for your makeup? Do you really use it all? Let's be honest with ourselves right now, because I'm going through this and I'm like, Jesus. And I feel like I've been here for 10 years. Next is foundation. I have two of these Wet n Wilds. This one is pretty much empty, but this is my like summer color. Maybe you can feel me. If you are an olive skinned girl, but you get like light in the winter and then like kind of dark in the summer, you have this weird undertone where you look like you're kind of sick sometimes. That's the skin tone I have, where it's yellow sometimes, but depending on what I'm wearing, it's not. I have a hard ass time finding foundation that matches my skin. This is the closest I've found. I usually have to mix these two. This one is empty. I have not repurchased it because, like I said, this is my summer color. I have very winter skin right now, so I don't need this, but I keep it for the name because Lord knows I can never remember the name. I've taken a picture of this bottle like 100 times and I can never find the picture. So I just keep it so that I can repurchase it. So this is in golden beige and then this one is in bronze beige. Now I adore this formula. I just saw they came out with a dewy finish, which when this runs out, I am going to try that. If I don't like it, I'll return it and repurchase the regular one. But I've been looking for a light coverage, dewy type foundation, and I love this. So if they have a version of that that is more dewy, I would like to try it. So I'm really excited to try that when this runs out, which I just bought this, so it's gonna be a little bit. I'm not getting rid of either one of these, and I'm excited to try the new one when it comes out. This I just showed you. This is empty. This has been empty for a long time. And again, the only reason why I haven't gotten rid of it is because I'm trying to remember the shade name. If I can ever afford this again, I would like to repurchase it. It's so hard because do I ever see myself spending $40 on foundation again when I have a perfectly good one that is like $7? No. Should I throw this away then? Yes. Does anybody else have this struggle where you don't want to throw something away because you're like, oh, but maybe one day I could always get reshade matched? All right, fine, I'm gonna throw it out, but I'm not liking it. Okay, this last foundation, I am so mad that I bought this and didn't catch this in time. So this is the Milani Conceal and Protect foundation. Milani is one of my favorite makeup brands. I love their liquid lipstick formula. So when I saw this, I was like, oh my gosh, this is fantastic. It's a 2-in-1 foundation and concealer. It's my skin tone, because like I said, it's hard as hell to find my skin tone. It was pretty much an exact match. I was so excited. So I got home, I put it in my drawer because I still had some of my other foundation left and I didn't want to open it yet. Probably took about 5 months for me to finish up that bottle and go to use this. And of course, when I went to use it, I looked at the ingredient list because I was having issues at the time of breaking out with different things. And what do I see on the ingredient list? Beeswax. It is so frustrating. Why is there beeswax in concealer and foundation? What is the purpose of that? It just didn't occur to me that anything like that would be in this. So unfortunately, I have to get rid of it because it's not vegan, and it was so long after I bought it. Typically, if I make a mistake like this and I catch it right away, I'll just return the product and get something else. Because it had been so long, I couldn't return this, and it was just so sad because the color for me is just perfect. Oh, it's so frustrating. Anyways, there's nothing I can do about it now. I'm gonna have to declutter it. It's really sad, but it is what it is. All right, next two things are my brow products. I have this NYX Professional Makeup Micro Brow Pencil in the color black. I don't really use the pencil side that much. I mean, I do a little bit sometimes if I need like 1 or 2 hairs, but I mostly use it for the spoolie to like brush my eyebrows because I don't have a spoolie. This is my spoolie, so that's pretty much what I use it for, so I'm not gonna get rid of that because I need it. This is what I use every single day for my brows. It is the Wet n Wild Ultimate Brow Kit. I use this. I don't use these two. I don't use the pomade and I don't use the light brown. I use the very dark brown. And I have no idea where the brush that came with it is. I don't use the brush. I have a different brush that I use, and I just fill in my eyebrows, and I love this. I've repurchased it at least 3 times. I will be keeping this forever. This is my Holy Grail brow kit. I know it's cheap. It's not that fancy. It's nothing special, but it works for me. So that's what I use, and I'm gonna keep it. The next category is concealers and color correctors. I have one concealer. It is the Dermablend. It doesn't even have the damn name on it anymore. It's the Dermablend concealer. I could not tell you how long I've had it. It's really freaking old. There's barely anything left in it. It's dry as all hell. It's the only concealer that I have. I don't really use concealer because this foundation with a color corrector underneath it pretty much takes care of any blemish issues that I have. I only use this very rarely, but unfortunately Dermablend is not cruelty free, so I'm going to be decluttering this, and I can repurchase a new liquid concealer because I don't have one. So we'll add that to the list of things I can get when I go to Ulta. Next up are my 2 color correctors. I have had this again forever. I probably got it in an Ipsy bag years and years and years ago. I love this color corrector. It is the perfect color for my skin tone. Like today, I am wearing no foundation. I have just this on my dark spots and under my eyes, and then a powder to set, and then my contour and my blush and my highlight. This is the perfect color for me. Sadly, the cap broke off of it, and it does not stay on, which sucks because it gets dirty as hell. And I don't think they make this anymore. I just looked on their website and it does not exist. It's really freaking sad because I adore this. It looks like it exists in this color correcting wheel, but it's not sold like this. And I don't know if it's because it was a sample in the Ipsy bag or what the deal is, but I'm gonna be so sad when I run out of this because I just love it so much and it sucks. If you guys know any good color correctors that are this color, please let me know because I love it so much. And the next one I have here is the NYX Above and Beyond Full Coverage Concealer, and it is very dry. I've had this for a long time. I like this too, but it's very waxy, and because it is so light, it doesn't do very much for me being able to use it like on its own. Do I use it? I don't really use it. Yeah, I'm gonna declutter this. I'm gonna try to find a concealer. Are you allowed to do that? Are you allowed to declutter things and then find replacements for them in a no buy year? Because I think it's only when you use something up, but I don't technically have a concealer anymore now, so technically I do need one. I don't know. We'll see. I just found this. This was supposed to go under my highlighters, so whoops. This is the Be Lighter La Croix & Co. It is a like gel highlight blush thing. I don't like it. I got it in an Ipsy bag a long time ago and I've never used it. I don't think I'm ever gonna use it. It's very waxy. I don't like it. We're getting rid of it. I also just found this. Naked Cosmetics loose powder. I am far too messy for something like this. I think it has way too much. It's a very pretty color, but it has so much glitter in it. This was another Ipsy bag thing. I'm never gonna use it, so bye-bye. This is like random things that I'm finding that doesn't really fit into like a category. Next up is this, which is a Essence I Love Color Intensifying Eyeshadow Base. Do I use this? I typically set my eyes before I do my eyeshadow with my foundation, so I don't really use a specific eyeshadow base, but when I have used this, I like it, I just don't use it. And it's like brand new. It seems like such a waste. I hate being wasteful, but I don't use it. Do I need it? No. Goodbye. Next category is mascara and eyeliner. Okay, this is the deal. I had a mascara that I loved, and then I found out it had beeswax in it, so I had to stop buying it. So I had two other mascaras that I tried over the years that I was like, all right, I can go back to them because they are vegan, so I can use them and they're cruelty free, which is great. It's a win-win, right? I went online during Christmas time and I saw that they had this little bundle set of 3 mini mascaras. And I was like, great, 2 of those I love and the third one I've never tried. So let's see if they work. Are they good or are they not good? We'll find out. So in the pack came these 3. We have the Too Faced Damn Girl, we have the Tarte Lights Camera Lashes, and we have the Tarte Tartiest. Now, I'm gonna go back to the contact thing. If you have a mascara that is clumpy or flakes, that shit will get in your contacts and ruin your day. The other thing is certain mascaras will actually like get into your eye and then coat your contacts, like when you first put it on, and then you can't see anything because your contacts are like blurry as hell. So it's been very hard for me to find a cruelty-free, vegan, contact-friendly mascara. These 2 I adore. They do both kind of flake a little bit, but nothing crazy. I've never had like a super bad problem with them. I like them both. This one I have yet to use, and that is because look at the size of this freaking wand. Who could even look at that next to my eyeball? I'm gonna get that straight up inside my freaking eye. I am terrified of this. I have yet to use it. I don't know if I'm going to use it, so part of me is like, get rid of it, but then the other part of me is like, it could be bomb, it could be awesome. And the other thing that I do sometimes is if one of my mascaras gets dry, I will use the brush from it inside another mascara and then use the formula from that mascara on the brush that I like. I think what I'm gonna do is keep this, see if I can actually use one of these other brushes in it, and maybe I'll like the formula, but that is absolutely ridiculous. Look at that, and look how much comes out on the tip. Insane. They need to redo that. That is too much. You've done too much. But I'm gonna keep all 3. They're the only mascaras that I have. The next category is eyeliner. I have the NYX retractable eyeliner. It is waterproof. It's a little twisty bitch. I like it. I don't wear eyeliner very often, but I like to have at least a couple just in case I decide I want to wear eyeliner and be brave. I've never had a problem with it. We're gonna go ahead and keep that. Next up is this Too Faced eyeliner. It says Love. I feel like this came like with something maybe. I'm not sure how this came into my life. It's a pencil kind and it has like a little blurry tooly thing on the back. It is very black, a very creamy. Again, I haven't used this that much. I don't think I hate it. I think it's just that I don't wear that much eyeliner. It's a different kind of texture. I'm interested to see how this works, so I am gonna keep it to try it out. Next up is this Beauty for Real 24/7 eyeliner. This one's really nice too, but it is weird. This is a nice black too. Real freaking nice. Dang it. You know what? This one's pretty dry. This other one, this NYX one's really dry. So let me get rid of that one. Let me check on the status of this Beauty for Real eyeliner. This has been around for a while, but it's also on a list of the best cruelty-free and vegan eyeliners this year. That's interesting. I'm going to keep this then, because it's all good. Next up, we have a LA Colors eyeliner pencil in nude. I do not use nude eyeliners, so trash. And finally, we have Essence Superfine Waterproof Pen. Look at this tip. Holy moly. It's scary, okay? I don't know about you, but I am not one of those girls that could just put it on my eye and just like, beautiful wing. That is not me. It is a struggle for me to get a wing that is symmetrical and decent looking. However, this pen is the closest I've ever gotten to having that happen. So I'm gonna go ahead and keep this just in case I want to attempt that again, and we will see what happens. We have now come to my problem, which is lipsticks. It's funny because I don't wear lipsticks that often, I'm gonna be honest, but I just love lipsticks. I do. I love them. And when I was in the thralls of my makeup obsession, my makeup addiction, it was liquid lipsticks that got me. That's where my problem lied mostly. I have a lot, so we're just gonna go through and see how bad this really is. This is gonna be the first thing I go through. This is how I store the ones that I wear most consistently. So the first brand I'm gonna go to is Milani. I told you this is my absolute favorite formula. It smells like vanilla. Oh, it smells so good. It's creamy. When it dries down, it's not super drying. It lasts a really long time. I mean, you kind of get the little like butthole thing going on if you eat some oil or something, but for the most part, it lasts all day. It's easy to layer if it does fade. It's just, mwah, love it. So I have the color Gorgeous, which is gorgeous. Like, look at this color. I actually have to see, because some of these are really old, so I have to see if they're like dry. No, this one's good still. Look at that. This one's still good. That's a keeper. Next up is number 39, Pretty. I love that. It's like a dusty rose. This one is adorable, which is very similar to Pretty. Oh, this one's looking a little, no, it's okay. It's very similar to Pretty, but it's a little bit more taupey. It smells so good. And then I have Loved, which I actually just repurchased this not that long ago because I ran out. I just loved it so much. And that's this one here, which is like, oh, such a pretty red. It's not even red. It's like a brown red. That's just so pretty. And the last one is Allure, which is this color right there. This is kind of like my color family. This is where I live. I do have some that are like really far out there, which I do wear in more of the summer. This is like my winter, fall color scheme. We're keeping all of those. Next up is ColourPop. As I said before, ColourPop formula is hit or miss for me. There are some that I have that I love, and there are some that I have that I want to take off my face immediately because they are so freaking dry. We're gonna go through the ones that I know for sure I'm gonna get rid of. The first one is Vice. This formula makes me angry. This is the color. It's very pretty, but once this dries down, it looks like you have paint on your lips. Dry ass paint. It is not a good look. Just no. This can go straight to hell. I hate it. Next up is Fairy Floss. This is actually their gloss. I don't necessarily have anything like against this gloss. It's glossy, it does its job, but it is so sticky, and I personally don't like glosses. If I'm gonna have a not matte look, it's gonna be chapstick or like tinted chapstick or something. Like if I have lipstick on, it's matte. I don't typically wear glossy lips. This is also going away. Next up is the color Wink. It's like this purple. Same problem as Vice. Dries down, super chunky. Hate it. The color isn't that great for me either. I don't typically do purples, so everything about this is bad. It's just gonna go away. Next up are like my reds. This is the color Creeper. I love the red, but oh my God, again, with the freaking super drying formula, I just can't do it. It's so dry. Oh my God. I love the color, but no, I can't get past that. I have other reds that are way better, so I think I'm gonna have to let this go. Now this one I do like. This is the I Love Sahari Color Pop in the color Ariba. And this formula is not dry. It's fantastic. I love it. I love the color. It's like a dark red. It's super pretty. I'm going to be keeping this one because this one actually is a winner. I will also most likely be keeping this one. This is from the Hello Kitty ColourPop collection as well, and this is in the color Ribbon. It is a little bit of a deeper, more maroon red. It's getting kind of old, so I do need to use it fairly quickly because it's definitely going to be going bad soon, but I really like this one, so I will be keeping this. I think this is a ColourPop lipstick. I can't tell, but it does have the same label on the bottom as all the other ones, so I'm gonna say it is. And this is in the color Little Weapon, and this one is like a more hot pink red. I really like this color. I don't remember what the formula is like on this one because I haven't worn it in a while, but I do love the color. I am gonna keep it for now. If I go and use it and find out that it's trash, then I will get rid of it, but for right now I'm gonna keep it. And another collab, I believe this one was also with I Love Sahari. This is the color Revere. This is an orange, and I went through a phase of just loving fluorescent orange lipstick. I adore this color. I think it's fantastic. I'm gonna keep this. Next up is another from that collab, the I Love Sahari ColourPop collab, and this is in the color Mamacita, and I love this color. It is so fun. It's like a dark, vampy, purpley. Ugh, so pretty. It looks patchy on my hand, but when you put it on your lips, you can build it up without it getting chunky, and oh my God, it is such a pretty deep color, especially for fall. I adore this color so much. That one's going to stay. Next up, we have the color 951. This was also part of that collab, I believe. And this is like a taupey brown, super pretty. I really like this color. I like the formula. I don't always wear it, but it is really pretty on like a nude day. So I am gonna keep it. Next up, we have this one, which is Soft 2 or Soft Tea. I'm not sure, but it is also part of that Sarahi, that same collab. I apparently bought the whole damn collaboration. And this one is a beautiful mauve purple. Oh, so pretty. And this formula, if they could make all of their formulas like this formula, I would buy them all. This one's a good formula. I don't know where they went wrong with the other ones, but fix it. Go do this. I'm like sitting here trying to do investigative work, like what is this? Who are you? This is a ColourPop one. I know that because I know their packaging, but I don't know if it's the regular or what. But it's in the color Dreamy either way. And I really like this color because it's kind of like a warm toned nude. It's really pretty on my skin tone. I like it a lot. It's not a bad formula. None of these really smell bad. I'm sorry, I'm like sniffing my hand, but I think I could still smell them. I am smelling the Milani. The Milani just smells so good. All right, and then the last one from ColourPop is the color Exaggerated, and it is like a peachy orange nude. It's really pretty. I like it a lot for summertime. It's light, so I will be keeping that one as well. I only got rid of 3, but we're making progress. Moving on to my 2 Jeffree Star lipsticks, well, liquid lipsticks. I also have 2 of the bullet lipsticks. I have the velour in the color Pumpkin Pie. I really like this color. It's like a burnt orange with a gold reflect in it, and I just think it's so fun. It's so beautiful for fall with like an orange eye. Oh God, I love this color. I love the formula. I love everything about it. It's fantastic. So I'll be keeping that. And the second one is the new Jeffree Star Shane Dawson in the color Are You Filming? I have not worn this yet. I got it and I haven't had a chance to wear it. It's brand new. I've never used it. I swatched it when it came in and I was like, oh my God, this is beautiful, but I have not had a reason to wear it yet. So I don't know what it looks like on my face, but I'm gonna obviously keep it because I just bought it. I haven't even used it. I only have 1 of these from this brand and it sucks because I've heard so many good things about it, and I don't know, maybe I got just a janky bad one, brand, but I have the Anastasia Beverly Hills liquid lip in the color Naked. And I loved this color when I saw it because I really like kind of on the lighter side nudes. It seems like it's gonna be really good. And then you put it on your mouth and desert. Again, it is literally the same feeling as ColourPop. It is so flippin' drying. I wanted it off my mouth. I just could not take it. It was awful. I was disappointed. That's that. Anastasia Beverly Hills, you are going in the trash. Hold up. I just found these two. They are the ColourPop Hello Kitty collection minis. Both of these, I just felt like the color just did not do anything for me. This one is like a really cool toned purple, this one right here, and then this one was like a hot pink. Neither one of those colors are colors I'm ever gonna wear. I just don't wear hot pink and I don't wear taupey purples. As much as I love Hello Kitty and as much as these are so flipping cute, I don't need them in my collection. It makes me sad because I bought them brand new, never freaking wore them. I got the whole collection, was like a pack of these. I don't remember how many colors it came with, but I got the ribbon one, which I really liked, which is why I bought the full size of that one. But the rest of these, it was a waste of freaking money. Don't buy a pack of lipsticks for one lipstick. Just don't do it. You're gonna get rid of them. It's a waste of freaking money. Speaking of lipstick, I need some chapstick. I use Sunbum SPF 30 in coconut, nothing fancy. All right, next brand, we have NYX. I went through a phase where I was buying a lot of NYX stuff because A, it was affordable, B, it was cruelty free, C, it was vegan. Everything about it was great. So I have quite a few of their lingerie lipsticks. I got that advent calendar, again, with all those eyeshadows, and it came with a lot of these like mini lipsticks. And I ended up not liking a lot of them, which was really freaking sad. So I have all of these minis, the color Exotic, Baby Doll, Bedtime Flirt, Lace Detail, and Satin Ribbon. All of these are getting decluttered because they're just taking up space. The three full size I have are actually, one of them is in the color Exotic, which was the mini one that I just got rid of. So I actually just realized that, and it would be nice for me to have the mini of this to take with me if I put this on for reapplication. So I'm actually going to put this one back into my collection. I'm also keeping this Liquid Suede, which is this bright ass orange color. In the summertime, I love this color with my tan. It just is so fun. So this one I'm also keeping. This one in the color Lace Detail in the full size as well. I like it. It's like a nude. I don't have anything that's like, do I? Let's find out. This shade is very similar. This one's darker. We're gonna keep the lace detail in both the large size and smaller size, just in case I need them for travel. So I just took two back out. I just can't win. But I did get rid of 3, so no judgment, please. Next up are these two Tarteist lip paints. I just never used them. I don't like the formula. The formula sucks. I'm sorry. It does. I didn't like it. I don't know why. I just didn't. I have better formulas, better colors. I have no use for them, so bye. Oh, I just found a third one. This one's a glossy lip paint in like a weird, no, just no. If you like that thing, that kind of thing, that's like totally fine, but for me, that's a big old no. I just found this. This is another mascara. I was confused when I showed you that. I was like, why do I have 2 Tarte and a Too Faced in this situation? When it was in a 3-pack, but why would they have 2 different? This is why. This was the third one that came with the other Tarte. It is the Big Ego, and apparently I got this as a point sample. So this is the same problem with the big ass. What is this? So we're gonna see if I like the formula. I'm gonna keep it. We're gonna find out. There's no reason to get rid of it because I don't know if I even like it. Back to the lipsticks. I'm sorry I'm all over the place. So my last 4 liquid lipsticks are randos. I have an Anastasia Beverly Hills mini here in the color Fudge. It's like a brown. Hate this formula, hate this color, everything about it, goodbye. This one is a lip gloss called Smoothie. No idea the brand, don't wear lip gloss, no idea why I have it. Probably came in a Nipsey bag, trash. This next one is Dose of Colors, and I really like this color. I think it is so pretty. It is the color Campfire, and it's like this really pretty orangey, reddy, brownie. It's just a really pretty color. So we're gonna keep that one. What's it smell like? Nothing. This last one, I have no freaking clue why or how this came into my life. I probably had it for a million years, and it is the LA Colors Pout Gloss Matte. It is in this like purpley color. It is dry as all hell, it's patchy as all hell, it's gross as all hell, it's trash. We are down to the last few products, you guys. The last couple products are my regular old bullet lipsticks. First up are Milani. I adore these as well. It's a fantastic lipstick. So I have it in Love, Nude, Red Label, and Luxe. My hands are a wreck. If you wonder why booty gurus don't swatch everything, this is why. It's a fucking mess. You ever had a lipstick freeze up on you? It will not turn. I do not understand what's happening right now. Okay, so after fighting with this thing for like 15 minutes, I figured out what the problem is. A little piece of the plastic inside broke off, and it's like preventing it from twisting. So that's really unfortunate because this is a beautiful lipstick. I am going to have to repurchase it. So there's that. So this is the number 26 Nude. We also have number 50 Red Label and number 73 Matte Love. This is, other than the orange, my other favorite color. Next up are my two Jeffree Star lip ammunitions. I have the color Unicorn Blood, which I love. Everyone's seen this color. It's beautiful. And the other one is Celebrity Skin. So we got those two. I am keeping both of those. I have a random NYX Butter lipstick in the color Lifeguard. That's a really pretty color too. I don't know. Why don't I wear this one? Oh, that's why. It's very streaky. It runs all over the place. I remember now. That one's going away. Next up, we have this little tiny Noha lipstick in Current News. It's like this little tiny baby lipstick. I'm pretty sure I got it in a box, and the formula, oh yeah, nope. Very much like a crayon waxy situation. Trash. We also have an e.l.f., which is in the color Pink Minx. And again, this is like that weird, I don't like lipsticks that feel like waxy crayons. I just don't. It's not my thing. I'm not into it. We're moving on. I also have a NYX matte in the color Bear With Me. I used this one a lot in the past, but I'm not really a fan of the color. It's a little too light for me. I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of this one too. Next up is a Makeup Forever in the color Rouge. Waxy. Just nope. I have a NYX lip primer, never used it, probably never gonna use it, don't understand the concept of it. Chapstick, works fine for me, trash. Next up is a Bite Beauty lip crayon in the color Glacé or Glass, I'm not sure. And it's like a, it's not bad. Kind of like it. I've never worn it, so I'm not sure how it wears. It seems like it's pretty easily streaked around, but it's a pretty color. It might be nice underneath one of my liquid lipsticks as like a base because it is kind of moisturizing feeling, so I think I'm gonna keep this one. Next up we have a Lord & Berry lip crayon. I don't use lip crayons. I got this in a Nipsey bag, I'm sure, so this is gonna go away. I also have this Milani Color Statement lip liner. It's pretty. I like it. Don't really use it that much, but again, maybe now that I've gotten rid of a bunch of shit, I'll remember I have it and I'll use it. Next up, we have a NK lip pencil. This has lanolin in it. Looking at the ingredient list, probably got this in a Nipsey bag. Gonna throw it away, never use it, trash. We have a Wet n Wild lipstick. Not gonna use this. Don't like the color. Don't know why I have it. Don't know why I bought it. Maybe I didn't. Maybe it came in a bag. No idea. Either way, trash. And the last thing is the thing I've bought in the most recently. It is the Honest Beauty Company lip tint. I needed a lip tint. I found this one and it is beautiful and I love it. It's moisturizing, it's fantastic. So this is a keeper. Finally, the last product I have is setting spray. Wet n Wild Natural Finish Photo Focus Setting Spray. I love this. It probably does nothing, but it smells nice, it's inexpensive. I don't have logic behind it. It's good. Oh, we did it. Made it through all the things. This is the end. So I am so happy that I actually did this. These things are actually going to go in the trash. I know this is not aesthetically pleasing, but this is my keep pile. And that is my get out of my life pile. That's that. I feel pretty good about it. So that's it. We've come to the end of the video, and I hope you guys had fun watching it. I had fun doing it. And if you are interested in seeing the beginning of this journey, you can click here. And if you want to see my last video, you can click here. Either way, I hope you guys have a great day, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye.